November, and we want to hear what you are thankful for. Share on social media using the hashtag 2KTVThanks, and you might be featured in our Thanksgiving episode later this month. And get ready for Yao Ming in My Team. If you complete the Matchup Nightmare collection featuring the likes of Anthony Davis and Dirk Nowitzki, you can get a Ruby Yao Ming for your lineup. And in the venue, we have to shout out players who've been in the top 10 for both the Ruffles 4-Pointer Challenge and Do NBA 3X. Congratulations to Cash Out, Haas, Shine, El Loquito, and the rest of these top players. Keep an eye out on your phone for upcoming venue events. Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. I think we would all agree that Kevin Harlan has one of the most iconic voices in the NBA.
For the win, go!
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson.
Time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Bulls in Chicago. A three-point. Steve, mental fatigue is an issue that can play a factor when the season is in full swing. Is it? More on the coach or on on the player to keep the team focused on their goal?
I think the organization. I think your teammates, your coaches, whoever it is, to keep that camaraderie going. But ultimately, it comes down to the player. You have that responsibility. The coach can coach you up, but you got to find a way to get out of those ruts.
You can see where it ultimately would come down to the player.
Yes, totally agree.
In the corner, it's Healed. Picked by Randolph. There's the dish to Kufis. Clock at 4. Here's Hill. Rebound by Thunder.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside Thomas. Love kicks to James. And there's the pass to Thomas. Carter against LeBron. Passes it to Thunder. With the shot. That one off the back iron and out. Kings leading now by 3. Here's Healed. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Thomas against Hill. Thomas inside. Kufis with the block. Now Hill. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. For the Cavaliers, Crowder, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for LeBron. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Randolph. Bogdanovich comes in for Vince Carter. Garrett Temple has checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for George Hill.
Explosiveness by Derrick Rose is one of the reasons why a lot of guys do not want to guard him.
Fox kicks to Cauley Stein. Down low. Kufis dishes to Fox. Here's Temple. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Great touch on the 16-footer. Temple's got his first basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Pass to Thunder. He feeds it to Smith. The pass to Thunder. Crowder from outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
This is how he makes his living, making those judgment calls, understanding the opportunities.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Thunder passes to Smith. Crowder kicks to Smith. Fox against Rose. From beyond the arc. And it's Fox with the rebound. Kings leading now by 5. Greg, you ask a lot of GMs. De'Aaron Fox, probably the fastest player in this year's rookie class.
And he plays at 1 speed. That's lightning. I mean, he's got speed to burn. And maybe not quite as fast as, say, John Wall, but he isn't far behind. He uses that quickness well also in terms of just busting seams on the offense. And at the other end, he can be an outstanding defender as he was at Kentucky.
Rose in the post, guarded by Fox. Here's Thunder. Rebound by the Kings. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
You know what? The issue that night, the misses became contagious, and the guys lost more and more confidence as it went along.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
36 seconds left to play in the first. Kings leading now by 7. Here's Cauley Stein. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Thunder is out there with Thomas. And it's Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Bulls made a big difference. He picked up 12 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. We'll see if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Okay, thanks, David. And what do you think, guys? Will we see a repeat of his performance again in this one?
I wouldn't be surprised if he's even better tonight, Devin. He has the ability to follow up a great game with an even greater one.
But you have to think he's a little worn down from that last game. It had to have taken a lot out of him.
Carter with it. He's picked up by James. The shot's good from Carter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Smith. His last outing, he had 8 points. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Thomas passes to Thunder. Shoots it up. But they'll get another chance. Back to Thomas. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And here we can check out the breakdown of rebounds tonight between the front court and the back court for the Kings.
I'll tell you what, their guards have certainly pulled their weight on the glass. Helping the big secure it is something that coaches harp on all the time. Team rebounding has certainly been one of the positives here tonight.
Outside Hill. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. They kick out to Hill. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Cavaliers trail by 9. There's Thomas with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Thomas got 8.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide-open 3.
Well, last season for the Kings, they were in the hunt for a good stretch there early on, but kind of fell out of playoff contention and finally decided to pull the trigger and trade DeMarcus Cousins. It marked a major direction change that this team, I think, wanted to make.
Pass to Thunder. Takes the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Thunder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:24 left to play in the first half. Pick up by Hill. Here's Hield. LeBron with the block.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Crowder, he's checked in for Thompson. And the Kings also making a change. Temple's checked in. And the Cousins deal, Greg, has really been examined. But what is clear is that the Kings wanted to get younger and start rebuilding.
And you can argue if the trade was the right move or not, but management felt it was. The team's thinking was they wanted to change the atmosphere of the locker room, fully committed to bringing in youth and doing things from the ground up.
Hill kicks to Temple. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Hill dishes to Cauley Stein. Here's Temple. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Pass to Thunder. 17 seconds left now here in the second. Back to Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is where JR can put it on you. Excellent in the catch and shoot.
And here is Hield. From deep three-point range. No good on that last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that is... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. It's been one, and the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Crowder, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Thunder comes in for James. Wells, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kupas. Temple comes in for Vince Carter. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Fox in for George Hill. On the court right now for the Kings. Inside, it's Zebo and Cauley Stein. Fox is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Temple in at the three, the small forward. Rose, good.
This is why Derrick Rose is considered one of the best at his position. He is not afraid of going down low.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here's Thunder. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Steve, you are known for your three-point shooting, but as more and more teams look to space the floor and shoot threes, we've heard some legends, like Isaiah Thomas, for instance, complain that everyone's playing the same. What do you think about that?
You know, me and Isaiah, we've definitely talked about it. And I look at it, yes, we have some guys that's multi-talented, but everybody can't shoot threes. If you're a good guy to be able to knock down with a high percentage, shoot the three. But if you're a mid-range guy, you can still be an all-star shooting the mid-range. Play to your strength, work on that shooting threes, but I just hate when 5, 6, 7 guys, everybody's running to that line, and that's all we're seeing. You got to defend, you got to rebound, you got to block shots, you got to do other things, because that's still the way you can win the game, by doing all things, not just shoot threes.
And really, having the best teams in history always had guys that can do different things, a ball handler, a rebounder, a screener, a long shooter.
Yeah.
It's always a combination of all those things instead of everybody doing the same
You're
thing.
so right, Kevin. And even though we've been in this three-point era, in the last 2 or 3 years, rebounding the basketball and defending still can win basketball games for you.
They call it old school. That's what it is when you watch Zach Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket. We call it the old man game, and I tell you what, he gets it done every night.
J.R. Smith's checked in for the Cavaliers. Rose against Fox. It's a pick by Love. Here's Rose. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Rose has got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs. Fox with it. 5 points in the game. And Temple kicks to Randall. Cauley Stein a screen. Yes! And the foul. That one on Love.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game. And one of the side effects of the Cousins trade was it did open up more playing time for Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, immediately he was able to step in and fill those minutes and became a much larger part of their offense.
For 3, Smith. They get the rebound.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
The Kings trail by 3. Kicks it to Randolph. Now, here's Fox. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. The layup missed. Hey, Greg, when Cauley-Stein got those extra minutes after the Cousins deal, you could see a change in his play. Much more aggressive, much more confident.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it just takes a clear path to minutes to change a player. Cauley-Stein had been getting better and better before the trade. Having the team believe he could step in was a huge boost in his confidence and his play.
And a huge payroll for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Steve, there's been tension at times with LeBron demanding more help to keep his team in title contention.
Yeah, the dollar signs, the luxury tax payments, and the tens of millions Ownership made that commitment when they asked LeBron to come back. Money is no object when it comes to winning rings.
So the Kings call timeout, their first.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And Temple kicks to Randall. Temple can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Crowder the pass to Thunder. Outside Rose. Love with the screen on Fox. Here's Rose. Lock at 6. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Rose has got 8 points in the quarter. The Kings trail by 7. Fox kicks to Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein a screen to the inside and stolen by Love. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Rose passes to Thunder. Back to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Fox dishes to Cauley-Stein. They set the pick. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Over Smith. That one a little long. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Crowder goes in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the Cleveland Cavaliers unable to defend their 2016 title, Steve, but hungry to return to the NBA Finals once again.
You know, the pressure, Kevin, to capitalize on their window. LeBron James turning 33 this season. An aging supporting cast. It won't get any easier.
James checked in for Smith. Yorgos Papagiannis is checked in for Sacramento. The feed to Fox. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Cranes the three-pointer.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator, and that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Here's LeBron. Gets the 14-footer to fall. James has got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Fox kicks to Randall. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Crowder's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Over in the corner, Rose from 8. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Rose has got 12 points here in the second half.
The last thing you want to see from the defense is Derrick Rose starting to find a rhythm with his shot.
And so it's Cleveland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action after this word. And now let's take a listen in to a recent huddle from Coach Dave Yeager.
You got to help the man guarding the basketball, whether he needs help or not. Be ready.
There's Dave Yeager emphasizing team defense. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. Thunder comes in for Kyle Korver. Zach Randolph is checked in for the Kings. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thunder is out there with Thomas. And it's James in at small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Hill kicks to Kufis. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Randolph. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. To the inside. And Love with the basket on the assist by LeBron. Love's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs. Sacramento's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Hill passes to Carter. Randolph against Love. Their turnaround jumper. The shot's good from Randolph. Randolph's got 26.
And really, Zach Randolph is a guy who scores at will from wherever he wants. Just so good on the offensive end.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Love against Randolph. Here's Thompson, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Cavaliers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for LeBron.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
On the wing, Heel. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James dishes to Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
There's some big-time teaching moments tonight. Hopefully, they become a better team for it.
Carter kicks to Kufis. Here's Fox. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both. Under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's early, but you've established yourself as a contender that might make a deep playoff run. Is that on your mind?
No, David, it's something that's in the back of your mind, but this early in the season, our goal is to just improve as a team and to get to a point where we can make some serious, make a serious run at the title. If we start putting the cart before the horse, things fall apart in a hurry. So we're just taking it one game at a time, and sorry to have to feed you that cliche, but
You owe me a nickel. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
well, hungry too, to be honest with you.
Hey, I am too.
I want something new though. Hey, what about Italian?
Nah, that's too heavy. What about some Korean barbecue?
So Italian's too heavy, but you want barbecue.
Korean barbecue.
What's the difference?
You gotta cook the meat yourself on a little grill, and then they also give you cabbage.
So why would I pay to do the work?
What about soul food?
Now you're talking, boo-boo.
Hey, fellas, can I talk to you before you head in town? Hey, look, we got a brutal stretch coming up against some really good teams. No complacency. Let's get ahead and stay ahead. If we fall behind now, we'll be swimming upriver for the rest of the season. Cool? Cool? You fellas enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Awesome. YOLO.
Yeah.
This dude really think he drank.
So you wanna get some sushi?
Y'all didn't just see him do YOLO? Who still says YOLO?